competition here this morning. Buyers, by law, I must advise today's auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions made available for inspection before the start of today's auction. Our vendors have a reserved price. I'll indicate bidders upon request. The laws prohibit false bids, bidders preventing other bidders from bidding, and bidders causing a disruption during the auction. There are fines for this conduct. No late bids buyers will be accepted. Once the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder, the auction will not be reopened in the event of a late bid. Vendor bids buyers are permitted under the auction rules. If I'm required to place a bid on behalf of our vendors here today, I will simply and very clearly say vendor bid. They are the auction terms and conditions. Buyers are in place, and I believe will help you to bid and buy with absolute confidence and see you moving into this wonderful property in our preferred settlement terms of 30 or 60 days and a 10% deposit upon signing the documents immediately after this morning's auction. So straightforward, ladies and gentlemen, straightforward contracts, straightforward terms and conditions and terms offered by our vendors, and looking forward to your participation in just a few moments' time. Well, buyers, if you've had the past 4 to 5 weeks to walk through and inspect and enjoy, you've no doubt been watching the Hughesdale market or researching surrounding markets with a view to buy, to invest, to occupy, to buy a property, to rent out to someone and hold it as a longer term investment and enjoy future capital growth. You're looking at an absolute ripper here today in 27 Federation Walk. I'll start off with a story. Some 10 odd years ago I sold a property. I've sold a few in this estate over the years, but a lady by the name of Sandra, who still lives here, she said every year since, Matt, I paid a bit too much on the day, but you know what, I absolutely love being in Federation Walk. She's still here today, loves the community, loves the neighbours, loves the location, and wouldn't have it any other way, and puts it down as one of her best property decisions that she's ever made in buying and settling here in Federation Walk. So if you are here today, ladies and gentlemen, in the capacity of a property investor looking to secure a fine investment property for your portfolio, or getting your portfolio started, if you are looking at potentially upsizing, because it is a substantial home with 4 bedrooms, or maybe downsizing from what you might be on now, a much larger parcel of land, you certainly have our highest recommendation in putting up your hand and bidding and buying here in Federation Walk, Hughesdale, and joining Sandra and many of the other owners that live here and enjoy this wonderful location. The property, buyers, I'll first highlight to you, stands on 297 square metres of fine Hughesdale land. Now, to put a bit of a value, a bit of context around it, the last parcel of land I sold in Hughesdale 2 Saturdays ago went on to sell just north of $1.6 million. So if you look at the real dirt, the real estate that this building, the improvements stand on, you're looking at a valuation conservatively of $700,000 to $800,000 just for the plot of land. And then of course you have to add the improved value. No doubt many of you have walked through, many are open for inspections, and you search for a property. You would know that in most cases you're finding yourself treading up a flight of stairs. Single level homes are so hard to get as land becomes more expensive. People need to go double story to make the most out of the money that they invest in buying the land. So buying a property that is single level, they are hard to get, and when they become available, they are certainly well sought after. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Your configuration may well be 3 bedrooms, a study, the 2 bathrooms. Master bedroom and the lounge room, they're both facing north, enjoying it all day, natural light pouring into the property. It's comforted by gas ducted heating and air conditioning. 20 odd years old, about 24 I think, construction date or dating title, about 1997, and still in well cared for original condition. I emphasise that well cared for in original condition because you can move in and enjoy it straight away, buyers. You can place a tenant in the property and they can enjoy it straight away, ladies and gentlemen. But it certainly provides an opportunity, doesn't it, to add value. A gentleman mentioned a moment ago to me, the bathrooms, the kitchens. You can certainly add value by doing a renovation on those and putting your own stamp on them. Back when these were first built, stone bench tops and splashbacks, and they weren't a big thing, but certainly now you can enhance this property significantly by doing en-suites, bathrooms and kitchens, and that would certainly add a significant increase in this property's value. Surround the property, well manicured, easy to maintain, gardens, it's nice and level, it's a great, secure, safe property that you can lock up and leave if you are entering that phase of your life where you just want to be able to have a property, a bit of a base, and you can get off travelling now that borders have opened up again, and get out there and see the country and the world, and know that you can come back and your property has been well monitored by the neighbours and certainly safe and secure, tucked away here in Federation Walk in Hughesdale. So a great opportunity, buyers, to buy a single level, 4-bedroom, single lock-up garage property here, literally in the heart of Hughesdale. From a location point of view, buyers, you can't buy a property and then go about improving location. It's a pretty tough thing to do. You're right between the heart of Hughesdale shops and station. It's an easy walk down there, about 400, 500 metres by my calculations. North, similar distance to Chadstone Shopping Centre, one of the most popular places in the centre of metropolitan Melbourne to shop and now entertain, movies, restaurants, everything is there, ladies and gentlemen. A real lifestyle hub, and it continues to evolve, and it continues to draw people to this area, and as a result it continues to enhance property values in this location. Just down the road here, Boyd Park, a wonderful place to get down there, exercise the pets, go for a run yourself, or just sit and enjoy that beautiful space and surrounds that Boyd Park has to offer. You've got childcare, early learning just up the road also, Hughesdale Primary School, Oakley Secondary College, the Greek Orthodox Church just around the corner also, if that's important to you. Murrumbina Primary School, also an easy walk away from where we're standing. It's just such a very, very convenient location, ladies and gentlemen. No hard work for you to improve, that's just going to keep on getting better over time. And as more people come to the location, property prices will continue to head in a northerly direction. So buyers, that leaves me only to discuss the market and where things are at the moment. What a crazy, it's the only way to describe it, a crazy couple of years, an uncertain couple of years it has been. We've been in hard lockdowns, border closures. Everyone feared the market would head south, but instead it continued to kick on and head north. We've seen increased values by 20 and 30%, and in some parts of metropolitan Melbourne it's increased, it's doubled what people would have paid and when they were settling back in 2019, late 2018. Double. Think about that for a moment. Now, borders are reopening, lockdowns are finished. 45% of immigrants that come to this country settle in Melbourne or Sydney. They'll do one of two things. They'll rent a property or they'll buy a property. The rental reforms has seen a lot of investment properties get sold. There's fewer rental properties, it's forcing the rental prices up. Rental prices will go up, property price will increase because investors, of course, are getting a better return. Through all of this, we've had record low interest rates, buyers. And we still have record low interest rates. And the main headline we're all paying attention to at the moment is interest rates are likely to rise. I don't believe the government can afford to see the property market go off a cliff. We're all too heavily invested. They'll manage it. There might be a slight increase, but really, a quarter, a half, or 1% even? This right now, this environment that we're in right now, ladies and gentlemen, may well be the best opportunity to enter the property market as the first home buyer, property investor. Downsizer, upsizer, whatever it might be, right now, ladies and gentlemen, may well be the ideal time to enter the property market. It's all opinion, it's all speculation, I know, but think about that. We're all reopened, we're ready to fire, we're ready to go again. And property has proven to be, over time, and continues to be, a safe place to park your money and invest. You found a fantastic property here in the heart of Hughesdale, in 27 Federation Walk. You can settle in 30, 60 days. You can walk in and just enjoy. So buyers, we're keen to put it across to you. The property is formally described as a contract of sale in section 32. On the bench inside there is lot 27 on the plan of subdivision 405891D, volume 10322, folio 064, and of course better known to us all as 27 Federation Walk in Hughesdale. Buyers, that's all I have to say. It really is over to you. Now, you're either here for a couple of reasons. It might be to see a bald bloke in a suit. I highly doubt that, but I'm flattered if that's the case. Thank you so much for attending. You might be researching the market with a view to sell. You might be researching the market to see what your current property has done since you've bought it, and in most cases you've seen an increase from when you bought, like Sandra around the corner. Or it may well be that you're here to buy. And I certainly hope that is the case. If you're here to buy, ladies and gentlemen, we're keen to hear from you. We'll put it across to you now, number 27 Federation Walk in Hughesdale. In your hands, ladies and gentlemen. I can start things away on a vendor bid, or you can start the auction on your terms, buyers. Bottom end of the range is $1,150,000. Happy to start there, would encourage it. Buyers, in your hands now. Fair bit of offer to get things underway here this morning. And I knew I wouldn't bother talking about peacefulness and location because you guys have all emphasised upon how quiet this location is. Wonderful. We all want peace and serenity and come home after a hard day at work or a hard weekend of kids' sport. Even the cars go past Southern Federation Walk, ladies and gentlemen. Fair bit of offer, get us away, $1,150,000, can we say? We're at $1,150,000, $1,150,000 from there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say of $25,000 from there. At $1,150,000, your reply $1,175,000. At $1,150,000, 25 in the rise. You like to go now, buyers at $1,150,000. At $1,150,000, buyers in your hands now, big off and away we go. At $1,150,000, here's the number, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get involved. If you come here to buy a property, now's the opportunity. $1,150,000. I'm suggesting a $25,000 increment from here. Throw your hand in the air, that'll be $1,175,000. Putting yourself in control. The property's passed into you, you have an 80% chance of coming inside and buying it today. You sit, you do nothing, you're back to a 20% chance. I'd have my hand in the air and talking to Josh and Olivia straight after the auction. And have a look at them, they're lovely, friendly faces, they're here to help you. At $1,150,000, where to from there, ladies and gentlemen? 20 can we say? $1,170,000, over to you now, buyers at $1,150,000. 20 your eyes, you like to go now, buyers at $1,150,000. $1,170,000 can we say? 3 times we'll call it down, you're all done. $1,150,000. First time then buyers at $1,150,000. At $1,150,000, looking for a reply, buyers. 20,000 to rise. We'll let you know where you need to be. At $1,150,000, twice said, ladies and gentlemen, $1,150,000. $1,150,000. Neighbours keenly watching on, looking forward to welcome you here to Federation Walk. With open arms, I'll say, come on in. We love living here. We can't wait to have you as a neighbour. Now's your opportunity to join them, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,150,000. Third and final time then, buyers, mean to bid if you want to buy, put yourself in control. That one bid won't ensure you to buy. It'll certainly ensure that you won't miss out. At $1,150,000. Third and final time. All done then, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,150,000. All done, silent and finished then, buyers. I'll roll it back and ask for a 10. 10,000 if you like. $1,160,000. Can't be fairer than that. At $1,160,000. $1,160,000. If I was on this side of the street, I'll just do one of these now. At the end. It's a pretty easy process. I'm no rogue scholar. As simple as that to buy real estate, folks. And what an absolute ripper you've got here at $1,150,000. The only thing you regret is not having you done it 10 years ago. At $1,150,000, $1,160,000 can we say? At $1,150,000, family conference here. I know you're thinking about it, guys. Can we see you at $1,160,000? I've heard you talk about barbecues before. Liz brought the lovely champagne. We can get that on ice for you. Josh can duck down to Bunnings and get a barbecue. We'll get it happening right now this afternoon. At $1,150,000. Tenderise you like to go. It's going to help someone engage. Match the vendor bid. That's where we stand today at $1,150,000. Come in at that at $1,150,000. We'll treat with you. We won't place a vendor bid over and above if we're dealing with yourself at $1,150,000. Now's the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. $1,150,000. Josh, did you want to have a break or do you want to keep on? You do? We'll have a quick pause, folks, for a moment, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Our instructions are buyers to place a vendor bid at $1,200,000, which we'll do at 1.2. Buyers, the opportunity for yourself to treat exclusively with our vendor. We have a very realistic reserve at which they will sell today. made available to that person that's holding the highest bid and has an exclusive right to treat with the vendor immediately after auction. What tends to happen in situations is we get a number of phone calls from people who have been monitoring the property. They'll come forward and then we're dealing with multiple parties post-auction. During the campaign, we have met with over 60 buyers that physically inspected the property, and there has been 5 contracts issued throughout the marketing campaign. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is looking like one of the situations where that's going to happen. As I mentioned earlier on in the auction, if you do hold the highest bid here today, you come inside, you treat with the vendor, you have an 80% chance of buying the property. You have that exclusive right to purchase today, and you also have that right to walk inside and say, look, not for me at that price, and going about your business, but it certainly gives you the opportunity to treat exclusively without the interruption of other people nipping at your heels. So ladies and gentlemen, at $1,200,000, put it back out to you now, seeking your rise from there of 10. At $1,210,000 would be your reply buys. At 1.2 is the bid. We'll call it down 3 times, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, you are certainly bidding for that exclusive right to treat with the vendor via their agent, Josh and Olivia here this morning. So buyers, call it down for you 3 times at $1,200,000 for 27 Federation Walk in Hughesdale. First time, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,200,000. Twice at $1,200,000. Third and final time, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,200,000 in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Increase of 10, can we say? Well, let us know where you'd like to be at $1,200,000. Third and final time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at that, we'll formally pass the property in. Thank you very much for your attendance here this morning. Please feel free to approach Olivia, Josh, or myself. Happy to help any way we possibly can. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.